And one of a kind, Jack Connors, a true hero, advertising giant and philanthropist. Jack Connors has passed away from pancreatic cancer at the age of 82. But what he left behind is an unmatched legacy of kindness and giving to the city of Boston and beyond. You don't get more Boston than Jack Connors. He once told the Globe, "I'm a Boston guy. I'm a homeboy. I live less than 2 miles from the hospital where I was born. I live less than 4 miles from the house I was raised in. I live less than 10 miles from the high school I went to. I live 4 miles from the college I went to. I am local." And that beloved Boston guy who went to BC truly changed the landscape of the city he so loved in every way. Just ask former Governor Charlie Baker.
I met him when I was 18 years old, when I was a big brother, working as one of the big brothers who got to participate in the annual fundraiser for the Big Brother Association of Boston. And Jack Connors, who was about 34 at the time, was the guy who was going to raise all the money to make the dinner work. He wasn't one of these guys who, once he got wealthy, he finally decided to start giving back. This guy was giving back every single day from the time he was very young, and it was just part of the way he was built.
Jack was one of the founders of the powerhouse ad agency Hill Holliday, Connors Cosmopolis, and from there he was unstoppable in his philanthropy. You name it, he helped it, especially Camp Harborview on Boston Harbor's Long Island that served inner city kids and their families.
It's just he's changed lives. The young people that went through that program that have become counselors and gotten to careers and gotten to colleges, he's changed their life forever. And there's countless number of people that have no idea the impact that Jack Connors had on their life. And that's just Camp Harborview.
You cannot find a place or space in Boston that hasn't been influenced by the presence of Jack Connors over the course of the last 60 years.
He will be missed, and to his family, we love all of you. And we miss you, Jack.
How genuine is all of that?
Genuine, because Jack was genuine. And there's always a great story that's always told about Jack. So he sold Hill Holliday, and he took his former third grade teacher out to lunch. He always was in love with her when he was a kid, right? And they were talking, and they were having a drink, and she was telling him about her 7-year-old Oldsmobile.
Yeah, too old, run down jalopy, right?
Okay. After lunch, he said, "Can take a ride with me?"
Yeah.
They drove to a Volvo dealership. And he bought her a Volvo.
Are you serious?
A brand new one.
And he bought
Jack
her a
Connors
car.
never forgot where he came from.
Wow, what a great story.
Which was Boston.